Being skinny fat is having skinny limbs, but having a lot of fat in your stomach. And if you're watching this video, you probably know that, and you might even be skinny fat yourself. So let's fix that. In this video, I'm gonna give you clarity on exactly what you need to do to start improving your physique. And I'm gonna steer you towards one of two routes that you can take as a solution. So make sure you watch the whole video to know exactly which path is best for you. And if you're new here, my name is Jesse. I'm a fitness professional and online coach based in New York, and I coach clients from all over the place. And I've helped a ton of guys who describe themselves as skinny fat when we started working together to overcome this and really improve their physique. Like my man Bryant, who lost over 30 pounds and got noticeably more muscle definition in just 1 year. And Victor, who also lost over 30 pounds, got noticeably stronger and has some really good definition and vascularity in his upper body. And he did this in just 6 months. And Nick as well, who lost about 20 pounds, really tightened up his core, as you can see in the picture, and just saw more definition all over his body. I know, super impressive stuff from my clients, right? So enough of me bragging. Let's dive into what you need to do to also overcome this skinny fat issue so that you can build a leaner core, see some more muscle definition, and get stronger. Like I said, there's two routes you should possibly go with. Here's route number one. This route is a good option for you if you consider yourself on the heavier side and that you could probably lose 20 or more pounds. So if we're talking about skinny fat, you're more on the fatter side. So this is the route I want those of you to take. I want you to eat in a calorie deficit of anywhere from 300 to 500 calories below your maintenance. So really, this is a fat loss phase that you're starting with the primary intentions of getting leaner and losing body fat. And if you're consistent with this, it should lead to losing anywhere from half a pound up to a full pound per week of actual body fat on average. I also want you to eat a higher protein diet. For someone in your situation with these particular goals, what I'm gonna say is multiply 1.2 times your lean body mass. So you're gonna have to get on the Google and type in, how do I figure out my lean body mass? It's not that hard. It should only take a minute or two. And you multiply your lean body mass by 1.2. And if this is too hard and confusing, then you could just reach out to me and hire me to be your coach and tell you exactly what to do so that you can see results and just follow the directions. But the reason we're eating this amount of protein is because it's gonna give you the best possible opportunity to maintain muscle or even build some muscle while we're going towards losing body fat and eating in a calorie deficit. Next, I want you to be progressively strength training anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week. And I want you to focus on getting stronger. So try to increase the weights whenever you're able to safely, or try to do an extra rep or two than you did last time, assuming that you're able to maintain proper form throughout each and every rep. Now, this style of strength training and this frequency of it, while paired with the amount of protein I told you to eat, will give you the best possible chance at maintaining or building some muscle while we are getting leaner. This shit is called body recomposition. It's amazing. Now, I want you to follow these instructions until you get noticeably and visibly leaner. Maybe you end up losing 15 or 20 or even 30 pounds, or maybe you notice your pants starting to get looser and having to buy new clothes that fit better. But usually a phase like this is going to last anywhere in the 3 to 6 month range. Of course, it could be longer than that. It could be 8 months or 10 months, but most of the time it's between 3 and 6 months. Now at that point, when you feel happier with how you're looking and your level of leanness, you can increase your calories to maintenance calories or even to be in a surplus if you then want to focus as the main priority on building more muscle. So I hope that helps. That's route number one. You got that? Let me know if you have any questions on route number one. Leave them down below in the comments. Route number two is for those of you who consider yourself more on the skinnier side. So between skinny and fat, you would say skinny better describes you, and that you feel like your primary goal should be to be building more muscle or even gaining a little bit of weight rather than feeling like you have some to lose. So for you, here's exactly what I want you to do. I want you to eat right at maintenance calories or in a surplus of 200 to 400 calories above maintenance per day. Eating this amount should lead to either maintaining your weight, not losing or gaining, or if you're in a surplus, maybe it will lead to gaining 2 to 3 pounds per month. And the hope is, if we do all these next steps right, that most of that is muscle. Let me repeat myself. If you're eating in a small surplus like I described, maybe you'll gain 2 to 3 pounds of muscle per month. So if you're gaining 5 pounds in a month, or certainly 10 pounds in a month, a lot of that is fat. Is there a certain little tiny select group of people that maybe like it's their first time ever working out, they've never touched a weight before, they've never tracked their macros before, you know, could they gain 10 pounds of muscle in a month? Probably not. Maybe if they're on insane dangerous amounts of steroids. But for most people, gaining just a few pounds of muscle in a month is going to be what's realistic. Now, in regards to protein intake, go ahead and Google, how do I find out my lean body mass? And you want to multiply your lean body mass times 1.3 or 1.4, whichever one. Follow the same exact instructions in regards to strength training progressively as route number 1. So we want to do it 3 to 5 times per week. And we want our main focus in those workouts to be trying to get stronger, trying to increase weights wherever possible with proper form, or trying to add an extra rep or 2 compared to what we did last time. This shit is called progressive overload. You've probably heard of that before as well. Follow these instructions until you feel like you've gotten noticeably stronger to some degree. And maybe you're noticing things like your sleeves are kind of hugging your arms a little bit more, or maybe your pants are tighter around your quads or your glutes, or your shirts are a little tighter around the chest area. Now, these muscle building phases are typically longer in duration than a fat loss phase. So you could probably expect to be in a phase like this for anywhere from 6 to 12 months. And that's because it takes longer to build muscle than it takes to lose fat. Now, what most beginners do, and I'm certainly guilty of this, a mistake they make in a phase like this is that they eat way too aggressively. They eat 500 or even 1,000 calories above their maintenance in the hopes that because of all this food, they can gain a ton more muscle. And it may be true, you can gain a little bit more muscle if you're eating a lot more food, but the truth is you're usually going to gain a lot more fat. So you'll go from skinny fat to just fat. So if you care about your physique and aesthetics and also your health, going with a dirty bulk like this is just not the way to go. Now, keep in mind, every person and every situation is different. These 2 routes are the most common solutions to someone who describes themselves as skinny fat, and they seem to make the most sense in most cases. But keep in mind that it's very possible if me and you were to chat for 30 minutes and I could dive into your goals and everything you've tried and really get to know you better on a personal level, it's possible I may recommend something slightly different to you if you want to see the best possible results. But hopefully this video can at least give you one thing to focus on, one route to go that will certainly help you start improving your physique and your body composition. Now, if you want some additional help with the nutrition side of this, to have a ton of macro-friendly meals that are really easy to make, it's almost like cooking for dummies. I put together a lean muscle cookbook. It's totally free. You can grab it below in the description of this video. It's got 20 pages of high protein, relatively low calorie meals that again are so easy to make, even someone stupid like myself can make them. And they only take 10 or 15 minutes each. And if you want really personalized help, really taking your physique to the next level, and you're looking to work with a coach to make it happen, to eliminate all the guesswork, to basically ensure that you're gonna see really good results and you're gonna transform your body over the next 6 to 12 months, feel free to apply for my Modern Man coaching program, which is down below as well. Hope this video was helpful. If it was, give the video a thumbs up, consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you on the next video, which I'm gonna leave right up here for you.